Welcome to the Deep Dive. This week, we're focusing on Nagpur. We'll unpack the key news from May 22nd to the 28th, 2025.
Yeah, we've sifted through reports from the Times of India, Nagpur Today, the Live Nagpur Maharashtra Times, basically trying to give you the core story.
Exactly. Cut through the noise, highlight what matters, and maybe add a bit of context.
Right. Going beyond just the headlines.
Okay, let's jump straight in.
Yeah.
There's some pretty significant financial news first. A massive 800 crore GST scam uncovered by the crime branch.
That's right. It's huge. They've already frozen about 47 lakh linked to one individual, Anshul Mishra, and there's a lookout circular out for him, too.
And this isn't small scale. We're talking shell companies.
Oh, absolutely. The reports mention 86 shell companies, and to get this, 106 bank accounts. It seems linked to online gaming and Hawala transactions.
Hawala, that's the informal money transfer network, correct? No physical cash movement.
Precisely. And the fact that key players are apparently still missing suggests this was, well, a pretty sophisticated operation, still unfolding, really.
And it doesn't stop there on the financial front, does it? There's this education scam.
Yeah, another worrying development. It looks like some schools, ones getting only 40% government aid, might have been paying teachers full salaries.
Ow.
By allegedly using fraudulent Shalarth IDs. These IDs are normally the official channel for dispersing teacher salaries.
So manipulating the system. Have there been arrests?
Yes, 3 education officials are implicated, and they're scrutinizing, I think, 5 years of financial records now. It points to potential systemic problems, not just isolated fraud.
Okay. Let's shift gears to public safety. There's concerning news about the murder rate.
There is. Nagpur recorded 44 murders in the first 5 months of this year.
And how does that compare?
Well, it's up significantly from 34 in the same period last year. That kind of increase is definitely noteworthy.
And the police response?
They've launched what they're calling a zero-tolerance campaign. But, it does make you wonder about the deeper reasons, the socioeconomic factors behind such a rise.
True. Okay, let's talk civic issues. Street vendors in Siddhaboldi, there's been some conflict.
Yes, protests against eviction by the Nagpur Municipal Corporation. The vendors are claiming it's illegal, that it violates the Street Vendors Act.
What's their main argument?
They're saying their stalls aren't the real issue. It's actually vehicle congestion that needs addressing. They feel unfairly targeted.
And they plan to fight it.
Sounds like it. They're talking about legal challenges. It's that classic urban tension managing space, livelihoods, traffic.
Right. Also on the infrastructure side, looks like planned power cuts.
MSEDCL announced them for May 28th, widespread maintenance work. So if you're listening from Nagpur, probably a good idea to check if your area is on the list.
Necessary work, I suppose, even if it's inconvenient.
Exactly. Better planned downtime than unexpected grid failures later.
And then there's the Nagpur Improvement Trust, cracking down on land encroachment.
Yeah, final warnings issued to, I think, 325 individuals in North Nagpur occupying land illegally. Demolitions seem imminent if they don't comply.
Always a tough situation, balancing enforcement with the impact on the people involved.
Definitely raises questions about resettlement and support.
Okay, let's quickly cover weather and health. Rain in Vidarbha.
Yes, the Met Department forecast intermittent showers. And that's got farmers worried, naturally. Potential crop damage.
Understandable concern. Agriculture is so weather dependent.
Absolutely. There was even an advisory to pause farming activities for a bit. It just highlights that vulnerability.
And health-wise, COVID precautions still being mentioned.
Not specifically COVID panic, but the NMC is urging caution with any flu-like symptoms. Wear masks if you feel unwell, seek advice, but they stressed, don't panic.
Sensible advice. Just be aware.
Exactly. Responsible public health messaging.
Finally, a couple of interesting bits on travel and tech. New flights.
Yeah, Indigo's launching connections from Nagpur to Manchester and Amsterdam via Mumbai, starting July 1st.
Oh, that's useful. Connecting flights can be a hassle sometimes.
Right, but the key here is you can book it all on a single PNR, a single ticket reference. Makes things smoother. Good for international travel from the region.
Definitely opens things up. And lastly, this Garu Drishti. What's that?
It's a new tool the Nagpur police have launched. Basically, social media monitoring.
For what purpose?
To prevent cyber threats, monitor objectionable content online. They've also set up a new cyber lab with high-tech forensic tools.
So boosting their digital policing capabilities.
Pretty much reflects the way policing is evolving everywhere, isn't it? More focus on the digital world.
So quite a busy week in Nagpur then. We've touched on major financial crime probes, public safety worries, civic disputes, infrastructure work, weather alerts, health advice, and even new travel and tech developments.
It really gives you a snapshot, doesn't it? The complexity of a city like Nagpur, all these different facets interacting. Finance, safety, infrastructure, daily life, it's all connected.
That's a great point. You start thinking about how, say, a massive financial scam might eventually impact funding for things like public safety initiatives or infrastructure maintenance down the line.
Exactly.
So here's something to think about. Looking at everything we discussed, from the scams to the street vendors to the new tech, what single development from this past week do you think might have the most lasting impact, the biggest ripple effect on Nagpur going forward? Something for you to mull over.